It won't flush, even after cleaning the rim holes with a piece of wire, and the porcelain finish has worn off, leaving ugly dark patches. Time to get rid of that old toilet. First, shut off the water supply by turning the water shutoff valve clockwise. If you don't have one, you might need to shut off the water to your entire house. Lift off the toilet tank lid. Flush the toilet, holding the lever to let as much water drain out as possible. Because you've shut off the water supply, the tank won't refill. Soak up the rest of the tank water with a sponge. This water can be potable. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says if the water in the tank is clear and has not been chemically treated with toilet cleaners, you might be able to use it in an emergency. Using a small container to catch any drips, disconnect the water supply line from the shutoff valve. Under the tank are the nuts that attach to the toilet tank bolts. There are typically 2 to 4 that hold the tank in place. Remove the nuts with a wrench. You may have to hold the bolts in place with a screwdriver inside the tank to get the nuts loose. Then lift off the tank. The toilet seat comes off next. The bolts underneath attach to these hinges. Remove the nuts beneath the toilet seat. You may need a wrench. Sometimes the nut and bolt come out in one piece. Then lift off the seat. Remove as much water from the toilet bowl as you can by forcing it down the drain with a plunger. Time to have some fun. Be sure to protect your hands with waterproof gloves, then sponge out as much of the remaining water in the bowl as you can. The more water you can remove from the bowl, the less likely you are to spill or drip wastewater on the floor when you haul the toilet outside. When you're done, throw away the sponge, gloves, and container. Remove the toilet anchor bolt covers. They usually pop off, but some are hinged. Then remove the nuts, washers, and the plastic washers that were attached to the bolt covers. Firmly grasp the toilet and lift. I know what you're probably thinking, but don't worry. You shouldn't encounter much poo, if any. Be sure you've got some cardboard, plastic, or something to protect the floor from drips. You can now proudly join the ranks of those who can boast, "Hey, I took out my toilet this weekend." But you're not quite finished yet. Remove the old wax ring. You might want to use a flat tool and waterproof gloves to lift it off. Remove the toilet anchor bolts by sliding them toward the large openings in the toilet flange. Then turn each bolt until the end fits through the large opening. Clean off the flange and surrounding area. Wash your hands. Assuming the flange and floor are in good shape, you're now ready to install a new toilet. Be sure to take that old toilet to a recycling center.